Let me open Photoshop first. Here you can see it opens quite fast. Let me export a vector file, same size, 5000. Now let me export 37 Figma big web pages. Let's see. Framer is a design tool where you can build live websites without code. Insanely fast for a 2021 chip. And it takes only 2 minutes. And typing benchmark.sh. Let me see, and as you can see, it runs smoothly, uses only around 12 gigabytes of.
Hi friends, welcome to PDF Tech.
Today I'm showing you the real life performance of my M1 Pro MacBook Pro, how it actually handles everyday tasks. Before we get started, here's a quick visual overview of the ports. You get an HDMI port, 3 Thunderbolt ports, an SD card slot, a MagSafe charger, and of course a headphone jack. Alright, let's jump straight into the real world performance tests. Let's see how slow or fast it actually is. Let me open Photoshop first. Here you can see it opens quite fast. And when I zoom in and out, there's absolutely no lag. Let me export this large file. It's around 5000 by 2000 pixels. And you can see it exports within just a couple of seconds. Now let me try to open Illustrator. Here you can see it takes a bit more time than Photoshop, but it still opens without any issue. Let me export a vector file, same size, 5000 by 5000 pixels. Here you can see it expands and exports within a second. Now for the UI UX designers, let me open Figma. You can see it opened almost instantly. There's no lag when I zoom in and out. Now let me export 37 Figma big web pages. Let's see how fast it exports. Here you can see it exports within a couple of seconds. And here are the files. Now let me open Framer. You can see it also opens instantly. For those who don't know, Framer is a design tool where you can build live websites without code. Here you can see there's no lag while I'm working. Let me export a web page in 2x size and it exports instantly. Here you can see. Now let me run Premiere Pro for the video editors out there. You can see it opens quite fast. Let me open a project. It loads instantly. Now let me export it. This is a 2.4 minute file. Here you can see it only takes 1.8 seconds. That's insanely fast for a 2021 chip. Now let me open After Effects. It also opens quite fast. Let me open a file. It loads instantly. Let me export this complex animation. And it takes only 2 minutes. So yeah, in real-world tasks like design, UI UX, web building, video editing, and motion graphics, the M1 Pro is still a very capable machine. For the developers out there, let me open Xcode and see how fast it loads and compiles. Here you can see it loads instantly, no delays at all. Let me create a test project, and yeah, it creates instantly, no lag at all, super smooth. Now let me run a benchmark test. I'm opening Terminal and using the folder downloaded from the Xcode benchmark GitHub page. I'll leave the download link in the description. Now I'm dragging the folder into Terminal and typing benchmark.sh. Let me see how fast it compiles. And here you can see it takes 188 seconds to finish on my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. So yeah, for everyday Xcode development, the M1 Pro still performs really well. If you're already using it, you can definitely keep using it without any issues. Now let me open 100 Chrome tabs to see the browser performance. And as you can see, it runs smoothly, uses only around 12 gigabytes of RAM, and there's no lag at all. So in everyday browser performance, the M1 Pro is still a beast. Alright friends, that wraps up the real-world performance test of my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. Even after all these years, this machine still handles design work, video editing, UI UX, web building, honestly everything, incredibly well. So if you already own an M1 Pro, you can definitely keep using it with confidence. It's still a powerhouse in 2025. But hey, what do you think? Are you planning to stick with your M1 Pro or thinking about upgrading to an M4 or the new M5? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!